Every traveler welcome, nowhere to hide. Take a breath, let your heart align. The realm's tavern calls, it's your time. Come wander, step inside. Magic and laughter on every side. The hearth is warm, the fire's bright. Adventure awakens in the step through the door, the lights are aglow. Whispers of worlds that you're about to know. Chimes in the wind, stars softly gleam. The realm's tavern opens. Welcome to the dream. Every shadow hides a story untold. Every corner sparkles, every hand to hold. Come wander, step inside. Magic and laughter on every side. The hearth is warm, the fire's bright. Adventure awakens in the journeys awaiting beyond every wall. Mysteries and magic echo through the hall. Raise your eyes, let your spirit fly across the realms under twilight sky. The doors swing open, the path is wide. Every traveler welcome, nowhere to hide. Take a breath, let your heart align. The realm's tavern calls, it's your time. Come wander, step inside. Magic and laughter on every side. The hearth is warm, the fire's bright. Adventure awakens in the fade.
everybody. Happy Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. And I hope everyone is doing well so far. Today is a unique stream day. I'm still kind of waking up, but I figure I'd start a little early, kind of do the little check-in, um, and stuff just because I know uh I want to lead by example for what I expect, well, of what we hope will be a smoothly ran event, which is checking in 30 minutes before you start, but making sure you're also live and running ads so that way things run smoothly because we don't want to read in and then all of a sudden there's ads and we can't view the content. But welcome on in. If you guys have never been here before, welcome, Realm Walker. All follows are anonymous. It is very much appreciated. Um, but I hope everyone is doing well. Um, make sure if you're lurking to go ahead and lurk. I'm also going to be probably looking to the left because my TV is right there, and I do have a presentation set up for us. Probably the first hour when it's 10 a.m. because I'm waiting till 10. I started early so that way like people can get here slowly, maybe wake up with their morning coffee, and probably using my TV screen as a reference, even though it has a 10-second delay. That's also kind of why I started early, because I didn't want to cut into my 3 hour slot and be like, oh no, I'm having so many issues. So this is just kind of like testing things out. But welcome on in, Nightmare. It's so good to see you. Have a good day at work. Welcome on in, Pyronic. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. But welcome on in. Uh, welcome. So please bear with me because this is me and Ash's first time ever doing something like this. We've talked about it last year a lot, so this is there might be some hiccups, guys. I'm sorry. There might be some hiccups, but we're gonna try our best. Also, I have a very sleepy Mew Mew who's like, it's time to cuddle mom. Because mom is cold. I don't know. He's been like glued to me for the past few days, and I'm just like, dude, you're okay. I'm not going anywhere. Um, but I think the presentation and all that shouldn't take the full hour, first hour of the 3 hours. After that, we'll probably just chill out with some Slay the Spire. It's very relaxing, very very comforting, at least to me, because I've been playing it recently, and I'm like, that's what I want to play for 3 hours, or not 3 hours, 2 hours. I can do math. I promise I can math. um, but yeah, so I'm just kind of testing things out a little bit. I'm gonna wait until, like I said, 10 official start time, to make sure that things are taken care of. Actually, give me un momento. I need to go BRB really quick.
Sit by the fire, let the embers glow. Stories keep turning, gentle and slow. Lute strings hum, heart whispers soft. Every wandering heart finds a place aloft. Take a moment, breathe the air. Let the walls pull away your care. Rest while the journey waits. Even when gone, the tavern gaze, laughing voices echo in the night, guiding you back when it feels
everything's okay. The people just curious what I'm doing and stuff and whatnot. So we're good. We're here. We're live. We're causing chaos on a Thursday morning, which I'm normally not awake. So I apologize if I also sound sluggish, tired, and whatnot. Um, like I said, I have a Mew who is like big cuddler mode right now. But yeah, I will start the presentation at 10. That way we have most people here. Again, for those of you that are in my community or, just found the stream randomly and saw it's called the Butterfly Express. I will be explaining everything. Hopefully nothing goes wrong with the presentation. I only have one monitor, so I'm using, like I said, my TV to kind of see things. So if it's delayed for me to like see if something happened, I will try my best. Yeah, I got a sleepy Mew Mew. So like the delay is like 10 seconds, which should be a-okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But can I hydrate with coffee? All right. I'm just wondering why I'm not hearing some sounds, but it's okay.
I just need my coffee,
Okay,
coffee, coffee. Oh,
I can do
a
both.
latte or an espresso.
I'm not
a
awake.
double shot cappuccino to make my headache go away.
It's just with my cat because he is very much part of the channel. He likes to for lack of a better word, make it where I have to be an acrobatic streamer and just like make sure I don't move too much because then he'll be grumpy and not want to stay. And then if, you know, I move too little, he's just like, okay, I can lay on mom's arm and put her arm to sleep while she's trying to play like games like Baldur's Gate 3 and stuff. Just trying to chill out. Although there's also been times I'm like, okay, I'm gonna relax with BG3. And he's like, oh no, not the BG3. We must stop this at once or else I'll never have mother again. So he's special. Yeah, buddy, we're talking about you. Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I don't think the presentation will take too long. I will leave room for questions because not only am I going to talk about the event, I am going to go a little bit in depth with my journey of having hypothyroidism. Um, because I did not know about thyroid health or any like thyroid conditions and stuff until I got hypothyroidism. Um, sorry, I'm still waking up, but Uh, that's probably mainly it, mostly. I will try to answer questions, but again, we are not medical professionals. Um, if you are experiencing some symptoms, please go see a medical professional. Um, again, this is just bringing awareness, educating, having meaningful conversations, of course, and trying to raise awareness and money for such an amazing charity. Um, which let me actually, before we start the presentation, double check the mighty cause. Um, all right, I'm just gonna, because we're trying to keep it to the people that, well, actually, Ash can do it because they have admin privilege. So I will not admin during my slot. I promise, because I know Ash says I work too much. Like we've both been working on it, but oh, I was saying I'm letting you be in charge of admin duties for Mighty Cause because if I do it, I'm gonna get yelled at. What do you mean? Ah, you're a co-host. Also, guys, there's the other co-hosts. Don't forget to check out their time slots. We're all a workaholic. But again, welcome on in, guys. Welcome, welcome. Again, we'll get started in about 10 minutes. But the other thing too that I will say is with my presentation, the reason that it's not going to be very long is because if people want to talk about their own experiences or other thyroid terminology, hi Teddy, welcome on in. But the only reason I don't want to like take away from the other thyroid terminology stuff, if people want to talk about that, is because again, we're trying to raise awareness, have conversations about it, and again, don't want to take away from anyone else's slot. Unfortunately, I can't do that for hypothyroidism. Sorry, guys. But again, hopefully this is somewhat educational, somewhat entertaining, um, all that fun jazz. And yeah. Hi, Craven. I hope you're doing well. I don't know why that. Oh, well, I will fix it before tomorrow. I will fix it before tomorrow's stream. It's okay if things are broken. This week, I've also been kind of getting back into things a little bit. So it's been a lot of just scrambling at this point. Um, CRM stuff, CRM. I'm sorry. Shh. Thank you for the biddies. Now I'm trying to figure out what that means. I don't know. This is why I'm not a morning streamer. I I've been awake since like 4 or 5 in the morning. Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm just like I'm sorry. My brain was not braining because I've been, like I said, awake since like 4 or 5 this morning, and even after like being kind of semi awake for 4 to 5 hours, I'm just like, huh? What's this mean again? And it could be something so simple. But thank you. But yeah, I've been super tired. Super, super, super tired. Um this morning, and that's why I usually stream at night because I'm usually more wide awake after a few hours. But I have done morning streams before. Buddy, I love you. But why do you gotta make me do this early in the morning? Um, but yeah, uh, walking on ice and watching streams are not. Teddy, please be careful. Please, sir. Ooh, Teddy. Well, are you talking about like the Dragon Rose Media stuff, or are you talking about the event? Because the event is for everybody, but we're raising awareness because this month is Thyroid Awareness Month, and we're gonna be raising money for it. So I will be also explaining again this raid train event. Again, I'm usually not. I promise I will get this fixed, guys. Oh, the Dragon Roast stuff? Yeah, like it's both for streamers and creators. I still need to update the link. But yeah, the Dragon Roast stuff, I actually do it for creators and businesses. Mostly because social media management is a struggle. I manage all my socials and managing others and juggling. Did I mention it's juggling act 24/7? Yes, it is, but thankfully there are strategies and ways to make it easier, like a social media planner, for example. Um, yeah, a lot of it is easier with a social media planner. It's just creating one is very difficult as a streamer, especially if you're doing it week by week. But yeah, we actually have an updated website. Like I said, I just need to remember to do the link. I've this week it's just been getting back in the groove of things, trying to work when my little fiendish cat, who I call Mew, um, has said, "No, Mom, I don't want you to work. I want you to stay with me. Take a nap like you've been doing the past month. Don't act like that."
Remember to stay hydrated.
Okay, I'm gonna do acrobatics again to get my water. Ugh. But yes, I do it for businesses and content creators alike. So if you guys want any help with like future events and stuff, definitely check out Dragon Rose Media too. Just wait until after this stream though, so that way I can put the link in there for the new website. Oof. But yeah, so plan hopefully hour-ish for presentation and questions. No, you're good, Traven. You're good. Thank you, Traven. Very much appreciated. Like I said, it's a lot of work. A lot of the expenses, unfortunately, go back into the services I use to help manage stuff. So definitely will do. And also, like I said, prices have also changed. So, and we have a new website now. So I will definitely make sure to send it to you after the stream. But yeah, it's fine. Like, I mean, a lot of the Dragon Rose Media team has been working on graphics for the event. We were gonna do social media posting, and then just things got kind of carried away from us. So we're winging it this year. We're winging it. um, but yeah, so far, I'm really excited to see what everybody's coming up with. Um, I know we've had to have multiple slots with same people, but hopefully maybe next year, because we are going to try doing signups earlier, because doing them in December, um, with only a week, well, there's learning, and then there's, okay, we're going to try not to repeat this again. Try being the keyword. But we're going to keep learning each year probably. I'm hoping eventually we'll be able to do this over on Tiltify, because I know a lot of the participants are used to that. Unfortunately, the only Thyroid Association, which is why I put the link in the server for those of you that are in the Discord server for the event. That's why I put the link to the Thyroid Association. Thank you, Teddy. It's very much appreciated. But that's why I put the specific association, so people were aware. Like, there is three of them. There's the British, which is on Tiltify. Then there's the American, which is on Mighty Cause. I'm not sure the Canadian organization is on Mighty Cause or not, but there is a Canadian one. So there's like 3 different thyroid associations in the world, which is weird, but also amazing at the same time. I know like the British Thyroid Association does stuff like with gaming and whatnot, um, but not the other two, which I'm like, this needs to be a common thing. All right, we got about a minute left before we begin. Um, I also have made it with the presentation. Again, I'm only using one monitor, but I've made it where I can see you guys in chat. Also, ads will be starting in about a minute. I actually might snooze it. Yeah, we're just gonna snooze. For 5 minutes, at least to get started on the presentation. But I am going to be like looking at my screen occasionally to make sure the presentation's going smoothly because I can't really see OBS and the presentation at the same time. Sir, I love that you want to be friendly and you want to put your paw on my arm, but we're not laying on my arm today. I'll do this. This can be a compromise, okay? I've had to learn to be compromising with him. Alrighty. Yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Um, so with that said, let's go ahead and go to the live scene. Alrighty. You guys can see it. Alright. So welcome on into the Butterfly Express, everyone. This is a raid train event, in case you guys are not aware. Raid trains are basically where a bunch of people come together from various communities, and the person starting the stream basically raids into the next person on the train, and it kind of keeps going until like a certain end time. And then whoever's ending the raid train, usually a co-host, um will basically go until like whenever, basically. But basically right now it's like 3-hour time slots usually, and we always ask like, well, at least in my experience, it's always asked that the participants join or start live 30 minutes beforehand to get ads out of the way, to make sure everything's situated before the next person raids into them. And sometimes, because I've had it happen to me once, I was going and I was like, man, I am so tired and I started early. I need to end early kind of deal. So, it also helps the previous person if they started early, um, just to kind of help them not be exhausted. But I want to say officially, welcome everybody. And we're doing this for Thyroid Awareness Month. Now, before we dive into all of it, I need to give some gratitude to individuals. First, I need to give gratitude to my co-host Ash. Um, Without them, a lot of this event would not be possible. They have been an amazing co-host. They've been helping with the graphics for the event. They they've just been amazing overall, willing to do this with me. Even if I've done some crazy things recently, like make things look weird, and then they just fix it for me. So I very much appreciate them. Again, they will be ending the event. You also might see them for today and tomorrow as well. But they've just been an amazing individual overall. If you guys haven't checked them out, definitely should, along with all the other participants. But thank you again, Ash, for being my co-host for this. I couldn't have asked for a greater co-host. Uh, admin helper Ari. A lot of you I know probably know Ari, and that's how you know this event. But unfortunately, we weren't able to get her into the event. But I hope that her job is going well, and that her New Year's starting off amazing and all that while she's taking a hiatus. So if you guys haven't checked out Ari, please definitely check her out. She's an amazing individual, amazing content creator, cosplayer, like just amazing overall. And without her help answering questions me and Ash had, helping us with organizing stuff a little bit, with organizing how to do signups, how to do certain things, giving us advice, showing stuff, like we wouldn't be where we're at right now. So again, thank you so much, Ari, for helping us, and I hope everything is going well for your new year so far. Friends, I love all of them, especially the ones that were sharing the event, that were um talking others into joining the server, or just, like, hey, there's this really cool event, even participating in the event. Thank you so much for being willing to go on this next 3-ish days of a ride on this train. So again, thank you guys so much. I have to thank all the communities that wanted to participate in this. Whether you come from Ari's community, Ash's community, my community, someone else's community that's participating in this raid train. I don't know, randomly found the stream through the special events. Like, thank you. Without you, like, this event would also not be possible. And finally, I had to thank all the participants that are willing to go on this next 3-day raid train event, whether they're lurking, actively chatting in chat, supporting other creators on the raid train, even if it's not their time slot. Just again, thank you so much for being willing to participate in this raid train event. And I am very much looking forward to what you all are going to come up with in the event. So with that said, let's go ahead, and I didn't get all the participants, but I did get some before the stream started. I'm just going to triple check, see if there's any more. I did it beforehand, but like, you never know, like, things happen. All right, so we didn't get all the participants. It's okay. It's okay, Teddy. It's okay. We at least got some people. So, some of them put quotes, some of them put what they're going to be doing for their slot. So, sorry, Ash, you're first. I know, but you said it was a joke. There we go. All right. Always. Love you, Ash. So this one is quoted, "Rise above the storm and you will find the sunshine," by Mario Fernandez. And Ash will be live today at 5, tomorrow at 5 a.m., and Sunday ending at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I think the times have been converted in the Discord if you guys are curious. Yeah, well, it's okay, guys. It's okay. This is practice for the future me. But basically, Ash will be live all 3 days. These are the times. If you guys want to check Ash out, definitely should. Again, they are the co-hosts, so please be nice, be friendly. Um. Oh yeah, sorry, not Sunday, Saturday. Sorry, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know why I thought Friday. Anyways, moving forward. That is Ash, everyone. Oop, if I can eat. Next, If I can. Sorry, I did not do this ahead of time. Future me, remember this. Uh, Pyronic HC. They are gonna be live right after me, so I will be rating into them. And they put, I'm dumb but fun. So I am looking forward to kind of what they're coming up with. Definitely new to raid trades, I feel like, but maybe not. Maybe not. I could be wrong. But I believe no one is dumb. Like, everyone is smart and kind and whatnot in their own way. Next we have Future You make slides for future. I did make slides. I just didn't want a lot of work. Next is Starlight Datura, I believe. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, please correct me. I don't want to butcher anybody's usernames. And they put, I'm excited to help support a good cause. They will be live today and Saturday? Yes, and Saturday. So you will be seeing them today and Saturday. Next, as I'm doing this on the fly. All right, so Cosmender, looking forward to representing an important, because I'm blending words of important and personal. An important and personal cause. Join me with Sampalia, and they will be live tomorrow on Friday. I'm trying to do that. All right. Another individual who I've actually seen in a couple of raid train events. One that I've participated in. Another that I think I was just supporting the event. And that's Ash and Brock. If you're looking for another person who has a cat, Ash and Brock is where you need to go. And he will be live tomorrow night at I actually like what he did with this because he actually put a little scan code. So if you guys are wanting to get to the Mighty Cause to donate directly to it, scan that. And you can also do, because everybody should either have a charity or donate command for this event. You should be able to use that. I'm just trying to make you small. Sorry, I'm like OCD a little bit too, so I'm just like, these are not, it's fine. All right. All right, and we'll just move you guys right here since there's not that many. I mean, maybe. All right. So this one is another person I think I've met through a raid train. They will also be live tomorrow. And that is Athena Highwind. I've recently was watching them play a little bit of Resident Evil 4, so I can't wait to see what they come up with for this event. But they said in their little box, or in their box, sorry, here to spread joy and support an amazing cause. Again, I can't wait to see what a lot of you come up with. I'm very excited, nervous, excited, um, but very excited. do. Ugh, I love you. There we go. Sorry, talking to the cat. But I love everyone. Too. What? Okay, so we have Late Night Candy, and they're going to be playing some Stardew Valley for the event. And that will be later tonight, I believe. Yep, later tonight. And they put, what is bravery without a dash of recklessness? Hawkeye Go Dark Souls Remastered. I've never played the Dark Souls games, so I need to get into those eventually. But um definitely join them for their segment later tonight if you can. Amazing individual. Can't wait to see what they come up with. Ads will be also starting in a minute. Sorry, I ran out of the snoozes. And lastly, before we continue onward, but not least, we have Cosmic. I don't know how to pronounce their username, so I'm just gonna put the word the name Cosmic for now. I love their model. It's so cute. But they will be live on Saturday, and they put, let's raise money for a good cause. I am loving the energy so far from everyone, and I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with. And being willing to go on this journey with me. And Ash for our very first time of doing a raid trade. So that's who we have for some of the participants. Again, I wasn't able to get all of them before today, but I, again, am very excited to see what everyone comes up with. So why is this important? First off, the numbers of how many people have thyroid disease and cancer is just a strong. I can English this morning. Actually, no, I can't, but I'm gonna try. Astronomical. Over, and this is approximates. But over 200 million individuals have thyroid disease, and over 500,000 have thyroid cancer globally. Again, over 200 million with thyroid disease and over 500,000 with thyroid cancer. And that's a lot of individuals. And it's something that I was not made aware of until after I had hypothyroidism. So I had to do a lot of research. Um, and it was just, the numbers just kind of still mind boggling to me, still, even just reading it a lot now. And unfortunately, like, this is just approximate. It could be more. Um, because a lot of the symptoms mimic other conditions that it makes it so hard to diagnose thyroid conditions. One of the main ways that it can be easily diagnosed is through a blood test. Which again, I'll explain more in my story, but it's not always easy like other conditions to find. And 1 in 8 women will develop a thyroid issue. Um, so it's a 1 in 8 chance of this being a thing. Sir, can I help you? Calm down, bud. Another thing too is like a lot of the causes for thyroid disease and cancers are largely unknown. Um, Even in my case, I mean, I have theories, but it's not like other cancers. Like if you do XYZ, this can increase your chances for this. Um, and I will explain like a little bit also why that um, is that your thyroid is also Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Um, but like with that many individuals affected by thyroid disease and cancer, and the fact that it's largely unknown, unfortunately makes it very difficult to diagnose because of those other conditions it could be. Because thyroid disease and cancers, unless it's like genetics, like, because that's primarily what it can be most of the time, and most people will do tests if it's like been historically proven in your family's medical history. Um, but if it isn't, like, it's a lot harder to detect. And it's just it's mind-boggling. Like I said, like in my case, I'm the only one that has it in my entire family, but it's still largely a known cause for it. And there's theories of what can cause thyroid conditions because your thyroid basically controls your entire body of like hormones and all this other stuff that is regulating your body to do what it needs to do. So that way you are able to function. And the really scary thing about it is too is if it's left untreated, it can cause cardiovascular diseases, osteoporosis, and even infertility, and a bunch of other medical issues. But those are like a lot of the primary ones that it can primarily cause. Um, there can be other things that it can cause too, and that is why it is very important that if you are experiencing symptoms of any thyroid issues, um, definitely go to a medical professional. We are, again, are not medical professionals or experts or anything. Um, but it's just largely unknown factors. And while a lot of thyroid conditions are treatable and you can like um some cancers, you can remove your thyroid. Unfortunately, when you get it removed, or in my case, if you have a condition where your thyroid is underproducing um or overproducing, it's treatable with medication, but it is also considered a lifetime condition. I have lived with this for 7 years. I will continue living with what I have for the rest of my life. Um, and I am considered stable, but I still require the medication for the rest of my life in order to function, which is really sad, but also good at the same time. So, you know, that is why January is a big month for thyroid awareness, especially by all the thyroid associations, because I think it's globally, not just nationally. Some of the terminology you guys might hear during the event, because I wanted to make you guys aware of it. Again, I am not going to go through all of this. I am only going to talk about my experience with it. Um, and just trying to make sure you guys are aware these are terminologies you might hear, like hyper or hypothyroidism, which I am going to explain the difference because they are not the same. Goiter, thyroid nodules, thyroiditis, Hashimoto's disease, Graves' disease, mesothelioma, I think is how it's pronounced. Don't quote me, but that is kind of a sub condition for hypothyroidism, if I remember correctly. T3, T4, TSH is how like they measure your thyroid levels. So that might be terminology you might hear about, like how conditions get tested and stuff. Anti-thyroid antibodies. And the last one is all cancer types like PTC, which these are acronyms because writing them out would have gone off page. But PTC, FTC, Hertel cell, MTC, and ATC, all of these terminologies might be something that you hear regarding thyroid health. Again, we are not medical experts, but this is something that just to keep in the back of your guys' minds when you hear this terminology, this is actual thyroid terminology that is used to talk about thyroid conditions, or how they are tested and stuff. So this is going to be like very big symptoms, but not all of the symptoms have to be experienced to be diagnosed with this. So I'm going to start with the hyperthyroidism, which is when you have an overactive thyroid. Because the one that I have is hypothyroidism. And a lot of people think, oh, when they hear hypothyroidism, they're like, oh, it's like hyperthyroidism or it's hypothyroidism too, right? And I'm like, nope, completely different. And this is how I usually break it down when I explain it to people. So people with hypothyroidism, they're more sensitive to the heat. They don't like it when it's hot. They are more likely to deal with weight loss issues where they're losing a lot of weight, um, and can't really gain weight very much. They also deal with anxiety, insomnia, palpitations, like rapid heartbeat, or irregular heartbeat. However, for those of us with hypothyroidism, like myself, we are more sensitive to the cold. Like, it is wintertime. I wear socks. I wear sweatpants. I wear like sweatshirt and everything. Like, I don't wear what my model is wearing. And I still feel cold. Even if like the weather outside is like say 40 or 50 degrees, it might feel like 10 to 20 degrees to me. No matter how much layers I'm wearing, it's very cold. So I am very sensitive to the cold. And a lot of us will also maybe like put like 8 to 10 blankets and be under those 8 to 10 blankets just to stay warm. We also have issues with weight gain, so we have a really hard time losing weight. We get lethargic. Now, you guys might be wondering, what is it to be lethargic? As I'm re-looking this up. So it's like when you're feeling unusually drowsy, sluggish, tired, and lacking energy or mental alertness. It's often accompanied with low motivation or apathy. Um, and that symptom is going to be very important with my personal story. But yeah, they might be very much like very out of it, not mentally there, but not in a like, unwell mental health wise, but more of a they physically are present, they're just not mentally alert to like what is being said or what time it is or anything like that. So that is something to be aware of. um there's also depression that is associated with hypothyroidism, um which again makes it very difficult to get thyroid conditions diagnosed. There's also fatigue, which will be very important in my story. And there's also bradycardia, a slow heart rate. So, like, this is a lot of the major differences. But if you had to take one thing away, please take away, like, hypothyroidism, sensitive to the cold, hyperthyroidism, sensitive to the heat. Um, and just remember that it's not the same. I've had to explain it like 50 million times to individuals, especially even people who are like, that's so awful and stuff. And I'm like, it's not awful, but I do need to explain the difference to you because it's not the same. So a lot of like educating people a lot is what I've had to do a lot over the past 7 years, especially when they get these two mixed up. Um, so regarding like kind of going back to my own journey with hypothyroidism, I was diagnosed, I know it says 2017, but it might be slightly off, which is okay. I just know it was when I started my 4-year college. I was working my way into getting into a specialized college, which was the College of Ed. Um, if you guys know what that is in the States, you know the process, but basically, you have to take classes and all that before you can even apply and take a test, also in the States, to be able to go to the College of Ed. Um, and that's what I was working on when this occurred. The major thing that happened to me first and foremost, and this was even before I started streaming, was having a brief temporary loss of consciousness, fainting, because of whatever the case was. But my first syncope episode was when I was in the college bathroom and I just passed out. There was no warning, there was no way of preventing the fall from like potentially, hitting my head on the concrete floor. There was none of that. No warning, nothing. There was nothing I could really do. And then I lost consciousness for about like 10 to 15 minutes. I had a classmate of mine after the class was over check my head to be like, hey, do I have any bumps? Do I have anything that would concern me that I need to go to the ER kind of deal? Because I'm already thinking I need to go to the ER. So I had to go to the ER. They did their tests, they did everything to rule out what it could be, and they told me to follow up with my primary care provider. So I had to do that. And unfortunately, because of that, I had to adjust my accommodations. Thankfully, I already had accommodations because I am ADHD with autistic characteristics. So I didn't have to worry about all the issues and stuff with dealing with the like getting accommodations for myself. Thankfully, I had very helpful people that adjusted my accommodations, because one of the accommodations I had, because I was dealing with a medical situation that was affecting my ability to be able to attend my classes, was having that, you know, okay, like adjusting the attendance policy a little bit for me. So teachers would have to acknowledge it and be like, okay, you are having these health issues, you're getting tested right now. Um, Most of them were very understanding, but unfortunately, I had to drop from full time to 3/4 time because of the issues that I was having. And the only time I could get my appointments with my primary care provider was only during that class. So it was a lot of work getting tested. So I was tested between August to December before they finally figured out my condition. And those tests were because a lot of my family has issues with cardiovascular issues and uh, diabetes. Like I had an echogram, I think, um, blood test one, and then like it was so crazy that I had to do one of those P tests um that had to determine, like, was I on something, which I wasn't. But again, they had to exhaust every single test. And it wasn't until after my second blood test, because they don't catch it on the first one. It requires usually two to confirm the diagnosis, unfortunately. And trying to get that done is very difficult, especially if you're exhausting all your options and you don't have a medical history of hypothyroidism or any thyroid condition issues. So that was a lot of difficulty I had to figure out as someone who didn't have a medical history with thyroid conditions. And when I was finally told, after enduring an entire semester, and I know it was a very hard time for my professors, but they also knew, like, I was not my chipper go lucky self. I was definitely struggling health wise. Um, and I'm very eternally grateful to them for all the help that they tried to provide and very much the understanding I needed during that time. But hearing that I had hypothyroidism and having to take medication for it, I was just like, I don't know what caused this. Like, I don't have any of these conditions in my family. There's no other common factors. Like, I know, like, some people after pregnancy, or, well, after someone goes through a pregnancy, that can usually happen as well, from what I've researched. And a bunch of other factors. One of the theories is too much stress, because I was always under a lot of stress with everything that I was doing. Um, and this again was prior to streaming. This was not when I was streaming. This was prior to starting streaming. Um, it was just a very unknown cause for me. But after hearing my condition, and hearing what I had, I decided to research. I still research to this day because there's always new medical articles, new symptoms, a lot of things that make me understand my condition better, but like also be like, okay, could be that, could be this. And a lot of my main symptoms that I mentioned from before was being lethargic and fatigue. I would wake up, I wasn't really mentally alerted to like what time it was or anything. I would wake up after sleeping 12 plus hours and still feel exhausted, like I hadn't rested at all. Wake up and be like, oh, it's night outside. Oh, I missed class. I'm not going to make it. Um, like, and I felt bad because I loved going to class. I loved attending. And it just sucked having to feel like that and just try so hard to get out of whatever fatigue or lethargicness I was in to drive and go to class. Um, it's why, like, when you're sleeping like that, usually they'll do sleeping tests because I also have sleeping issues in my family. But that also can be a sign that you're dealing with a thyroid issue, and why getting those tests, because the blood tests that they do for hypothyroidism examines your T4 and TSH. And if they're not within an acceptable range, because that range is, it's not like, oh, you can't be below this. Um, it's you can't be below this or above this, because that means something's wrong with your thyroid. And the testing for the medication isn't really that bad. Um, it's mainly just every 6 months when you first start, at least for me, it was every 6 months. I had to get my blood tested to make sure that the medication was stabilizing my condition, that I wasn't going into certain symptoms. And now I only have to test it once a year just to make sure that I'm doing okay still, or if I need to adjust things. And that's kind of how my life is now with it, is just a lot of testing and taking medication. And it's affected my daily life immensely. Like, before I could handle stress and now I have to micromanage my stress. Um, One thing with the medication is you can't have any other, like, you can't have juice, milk, or anything like that, because it can affect the metabolism with the medication. So I had to drink it with water and wait an hour a day, like an hour within my day of waking up, um, just before I can have like breakfast or something. And that is often hard. Like, it's between 30 and an hour, but they recommend those of us with hypothyroidism an hour usually. Um, but it's just, it's very difficult. And there are times where I've had to stream and I'm like, okay, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna just snack, and then after stream, I'll get something to eat. And I know a lot of people get turned off by that because it's one of those conditions that you're like, well, if you're hungry, why didn't you delay starting stream? And it's like, well, I had to wait for my medication. I didn't want to be late to my stream, but I also know like I can at least snack on something. All I had was water. There was nothing else I could really do except wait an hour for my medicine to be done. So oftentimes I'll just have a little snack, not like anything big, just little, like some crackers, some fruit snacks, anything that could help like with while I'm streaming. And oftentimes take a break for that as well, depending on the length of the stream. But a lot of that is just like I said, is unavoidable. Um I I sometimes miss not having to think about my medication and just being able to enjoy food or a breakfast without having to think, oh, how long has it been? Um, yes, I know, but um, or not thinking about like how could this have happened, and stuff. And so it's just a lot of changes. And there are times too, like if I get too stressed out, I sleep a lot. So that's also another reason why I've been trying to micromanage stress. Um, but like just the energy levels changing drastically, unlike before where I could handle it and still have the energy to do stuff. Um, so yeah, a lot of it is just being aware of these symptoms. And again, the only way that it can be really noticed is through two blood tests, not one, sadly. So with that said, that is my last slide. Any questions? Any concerns? Anything that I can maybe elaborate on? Um, Anything at all, if we have any. Otherwise, that's all I really have. I know, but I need to posture check. Ugh. So it's really important. A friend of mine died last year from stuff caused by her thyroid issue, so it's really important to bring awareness. I 100% agree with that statement. 100%. Um, if I had noticed that some of the other symptoms were like that and that this could have been a thing, I would have been adamant. Excuse me. I would have been adamant on being tested sooner and been like, we need to do this. And also in regards to the P test, like my own doctor believed I wasn't, but they had to follow procedures. So it's like a procedure thing more than if they believe you or not. It was nice to hear about your lived experience with this, as I was unaware of a lot of the information you talked about. And that's the thing, like, I wasn't even aware until I had my hypothyroidism condition. Like, I was completely oblivious. And the fact that I have had this for over 7 years now, like, I still keep learning. It's just one of those things that the more you learn about it, the more you keep yourself aware and educated and informed, it makes it so much easier to get tested and detecting those symptoms. And it's unfortunate that it's kind of masked with the other conditions in the world. And that's why it makes it so much harder to diagnose. That's the only thing I really am sad about in that front is it's not like others where you can just get tested and it's done. Like it requires multiple testing, sadly. I'm just setting up just in case. But yeah, a lot of it is just being informed mostly. I know like when I went through this, it was, in all honesty, it was kind of a scary experience. Sure, you're fine. You don't need to lay in my lap. I know, Mew Mew, you are just needy. It'll be okay. Reminds me of fibro. It takes like 1,000,002 tests before being diagnosed. Yeah, and what makes it more difficult, I think, is the fact that your thyroid does control a lot of things. It controls hormones, it controls so much, which if you guys are curious about it, I do have a link um from the Cleveland Clinic that talks about like where your thyroid is, what does it do, um, and just like the importance of your thyroid because it is, and hence the name for the Butterfly Express. It is named after having like a butterfly shaped gland because that's what your thyroid looks like. And that little gland does so much. It is basically the epid the I can English. Okay, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Epiphany. There we go. The epiphany of small but mighty in literal sense. So yeah, it is like that, Sleppo. It is like 1,000,002 tests. Epitome. Thank you. I was eventually going to get that word at some point. Some point. But yeah, it is like that a lot. And again, if I had known some of this, I would have been like, hey, I know this isn't something in my family, but could we test it? Like, we have tried everything. We have tried literally everything we could think of. Can we test for this? So, yeah, it's just one of those things that it's so hard to test because it, like, so many people have it, but it's not getting as much awareness as it should. So, my hope with this event, again, is raising awareness. Again, we are not medical professionals. And I'm hoping that one day this will be a thing of the past, hopefully. So with that said, I am going to be playing some Slay the Spire, just kind of chill vibe. Nothing too crazy. And that's it for our presentation. You. I'm just gonna do that since I have myself prepped for the next person. But yeah, welcome to the event. And yeah, like if you guys still have any questions about the event, any questions at all, don't be afraid to ask. I can't guarantee I'll answer everything, but I will try my best. Actually, we're gonna abandon this run because I don't remember it. So I think we've leveled... Oh, we were trying to level individuals up. That's what we were doing on this one. On my other one, all of them are leveled up, and I even unlocked the last one, so... Hi, Mew. Are we wanting... Are we wanting this? Is this what we're wanting? Oh, I know. It's getting close to time. I will take a break in about an hour so we can feed you. Yeah, we're gonna take the 250. Let's see. Trying to see where I could spend money for a shop later on because I want to like earn a lot, but at the same time doing a couple shops wouldn't hurt probably. But overall, like, it's not awful to live with it, but I do kind of consider it sad that it's like considered a lifetime condition. Um, but also I'm curious, there's like other people who are more knowledgeable about some of the other stuff. Because like I said, I'm not even aware about everything. I only know what I have experienced. Actually, I like the ice cream cone, so we're gonna use that. Can never go wrong with ice cream. Ice cream is always comforting. Oh, I will say, I didn't think I could talk that much. I was like, oh, I'll just only talk for an hour or less. Nope, I talk for an hour and 20 minutes. I always tell like my friends who are like one of my friends is like known for her menu streaming and just talking a lot, and I'm just like, I game. So like when we did like dark pictures together and stuff, um, you know, she was doing a lot more of the talking while I was just kind of like, hey, we should get back to this. Um, so I do appreciate everybody who's coming in, who's lurking, all of that, you know, and being very curious about all this stuff. Sir, can I help you? And I do encourage people to lurk. We are lurker friendly, and I'm hoping with this event we can have like other people, as I'm trying to multitask. I promise I'm good at this. But hopefully, like, you know, you guys get to learn from other people too, and I can't wait to see what I learn from you guys, or, you know, like, what you will be bringing to this event. Again, we do have a charity link. I don't think I put any overlays. I do apologize. But if you go click that, it will take you to my individual cause. I am going to be raising it for the month of February, or not February, January. I promise I know we're in 2025. Like, I promise I know what I'm doing. But goal is to hopefully also raise 2,000 for the month of January, or even if we do it within 3 days. I don't know what I would do if we got to 2,000 in 3 days, but I will try my best to think of something. I just like more focusing on the events themselves. So it's always hard to be like, oh, I want to do this. And I'm like, oh wait, do I have the energy for this? And it's just so hard because like my energy levels vary day to day a lot too. I know. But like one day I could be like, you know, chipper, all energy, and then the next day I'm like, I'm sleepy. So it's just a lot of like, what is my energy level for the day? Usually I don't talk that fast, but again, I'm also surprised. And I also love playing this game a little bit too, I guess, to kind of talk about it a little bit, because it's kind of one of those games, like, it doesn't require a lot of thinking. And they're also, I think, planning at some point releasing a sequel to this. Because it's a really fun card game. I actually wasn't sure what I was gonna do for the remaining 2 hours of my segment. Just because I was like, oh, we'll go ahead and do XYZ. You know, and just be kind of like, oh. So again, like, I wasn't prepared, but I'm prepared now to an extent. um so yeah, it's just one of those things that I'm just like, okay. But let's go ahead and see. What about... I'm sorry, I'm like multitasking and trying to figure out what I'm doing and try to talk about this at the same time. But I do believe they're coming out with a sequel for this game. I just can't remember when. I don't know if it's gonna be maybe... But I know, like, they're planning a sequel for this. So I'm kind of curious if there's, like, an official ending for it, because I've never completed the game. I know it's one of the games that I need to get back into at some point. Let's see. We'll do that. But yeah, it's kind of a fun card game. And the reason I know about this card game is actually because of someone, that, I moderate for. He does not stream as much as he used to, but, the Short Nord actually played this, and I was kind of psyched, to be honest, when I saw him playing this, and I was like, oh, I want to play this too. And I think at the time it wasn't on console, and when they finally brought it to console, I was like, yes. Yes! Serenity! Guys, another person, if you guys haven't checked them out, Serenity Pepper, such an amazing, sweet individual. Hopefully making their return this year. So good to see you. Enjoy your lurky lurks. Oh, we need the rest. We were getting low there. I wasn't paying attention then. There we go. But yeah, he played this, and it was so much fun watching that I was just like, I want to play this. But yeah, I think at the time it wasn't on, it wasn't on, console. And then after I started playing it, like, you could literally play this for hours. It's not a multiplayer, but it is pretty fun to play. If you're just needing something to be kind of like not so stressful, fun, relaxing, this can be really relaxing. if you like card games. Actually, I drink to upgrade. There we go. Hi, buddy. Hi. Are we gonna jump up here? Do. Alright, we're just gonna skip. But yeah, when I saw him playing this, it was just so relaxing. And hey, get out of the laundry basket. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna feed him really quick. I will be right back. I will also take kind of like a bathroom break because it's been 1.5 hours. I usually try to encourage like a 1.5 hour, 2 hour mark to do like bathroom breaks, stretch, because you know, wellness starts with self-care. So with that said, we're gonna be right back.
Sit by the fire, let the embers glow. Stories keep turning, gentle and slow. Lute strings hum, heart whispers soft. Every wandering heart finds a place aloft. Take a moment, breathe the air. Let the walls pull away your care. Rest while the journey waits. Even when gone, the tavern gaze, laughing voices echo in the night, guiding you back when it feels right, guiding you back when it feels right, guiding you back when it, guiding you back when it, feels right. Yeah, books clink softly, shadows dance in every corner, a hidden chance. Magic comes through the gentle breeze. Stories linger beneath the tavern leaves. No need to hurry, time is slow. The heartlight whispers, letting you know. Soon the adventure calls once more. But for now, find comfort on this floor. Rest while the journey waits. Even when gone, the tavern gaze, laughing voices echo in the night, guiding you back when it feels right, guiding you back when it feels right, guiding you back when it, guiding you back when it, feels right. Sit by the fire, let the embers glow. Stories keep turning, gentle and slow. Lute strings hum, heart whispers soft. Every wandering heart finds a place aloft. Take a moment, breathe the air. Let the walls pull away your care. Rest while the journey waits. Even when gone, the tavern gaze, laughing voices echo in the night.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry that took a hot minute. If you guys have ever had an animal, or especially a cat, you know what I'm talking about when they are demanding. You love them, but demanding. Hey, no. I love you, no. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Hi, Arcade. Welcome on in. Oh, I can't do that. No, not my money. Give me my money. Woo! Am I gonna get it back? Maybe? Woo! My money. Do not take my money. Whew. But I hope you're doing well, Arcade, and it's great to see you. I swear, my closed captioning does not like me anymore. What, buddy? What's the matter, bud? Whoa. He's a baby. I know. Mewshwo is my first son. Drives me bonkers. Sir, lay down. And if you guys are enjoying the content, you're more than welcome to follow. Or if you just want to, treat Mew, he sure wouldn't mind it at all. Wait, what did I get? Oh no, what quest did I get? Honestly, I don't need this card. Because if you give them a curse, it's considered not good to them. Unfortunately, I can't sell stuff. We're gonna do that. Because we're at full health already because of the random encounter. Ooh, that's a lot of numbers. There we go. But yeah, for sure my cat is a fur child. And he has actually helped with my hypothyroidism a lot because, like, he likes laying by my feet because they're very cold and he knows I get naturally cold. So he'll just kind of try to cuddle like he is right now just to try and keep me warm because he knows I'm cold. And usually they lay by like your feet uh or legs. It usually means that they consider you their kid and they want to protect you. Oh. There we go. Ads will be happening in about 5 minutes, just as a heads up. I also need to fix my model because I think it caught Mew and Mew was like, ah. And when we get to the end of the tower, it's kind of fun because you have to play all the other characters in order to unlock the ending, I think. There we go. But yeah, mostly, it kind of makes you play the other characters, and it reminds me of another game that I think is coming out this year too. Where you have to play different stories and you get different endings, and based on how you treat those characters as the character you're playing can impact the different endings. Which is kind of cool. But I'm also like, would love one day, like, games, because, like, there have been so many games, about mental health or other medical conditions that I'm like, okay, where's, like, one that would talk about, like, you know, thyroids or, you know, other medical conditions out there. Actually, I don't want to keep you. Don't want you, but I'll take this. Since I can't afford the others. Then again, I am a bit biased because of obvious reasons, but, you know, it would just be nice to see more games like that. I know, like, one game that kind of, showcased, you know, um, like, the afterlife, like, heading towards the afterlife and stuff. And the only reason I remember it is because it has, a famous piano player that, passed away around the time of my birthday, but, like, many years ago, not, like, recent. And all I could keep thinking about was, like, well, aside from the fact that Sam Riegel is in the game, is how beautifully they showcased it without it being, like, right in your face kind of deal. And I think we need more games like that, too, in a sense. Okay. We're gonna grab that. Oh, we need sleep. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking aloud, but it would be really cool to have a game that actually showcases living with hypothyroidism. Oh, the barricade. Darn it. I keep forgetting about, like, certain cards have certain things. Oh, I mean... I do? You're not looking hot, my friend. Alright. That actually might be helpful. Oh, we can't, because then Nemo, or whatever it's called, occurs. Woo! Woo! Alright, got that card, so we're gonna grab this card. We're gonna grab that. Oh! Ooh. Yeah, we could probably go for a while just going this route. Well, at least I'm okay for now. Darn. Aw, we getting comfy, Mew. Mew also says he appreciates everybody that's here today. Oh, come on. It's so close. Oh. Um. Whew. That was stressful. Whew. I'm gonna have to pause for a moment. Darn it. At least I leveled up. That's what kind of matters. And as you level up, you get more cards. What's the matter, buddy? Why are you being adorable, Mew? Let's see. Which path are we gonna take? I think we're gonna take the far right. Alright. Money is always good though, too. There. I know you're laying there to be cute and comfortable, but can we try laying like this, Mew? Also, I'm really sorry that I'm yawning a lot this early in the morning. I usually have my coffee before I stream, and I'm usually more awake. Unfortunately, like I said, I got woken up around 4 or 5 this morning. Someone was very determined this morning. Yes, Mew, I'm talking about you. You are a very determined cat. There we go. And usually there'll be music playing, but I always avoid playing games playing games. Yeah, this is my last stream as a streamer with gaming. Next time we're gonna go for menu streaming. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. But the reason I don't play music in games is there's always that risk of copyright unless I know that game has it where um I won't be at risk of getting in trouble for it. So a lot of games that I play, I just mute the music just to stay safe. What, Mew? Are you being cute? Are you being cute? Ooh. Healing is more effective. Heal. Don't need that. That one might not be bad. Don't need that one. There we go. I goofed up on that one. Oh, this is good. Oh, I should have done that first. Oh well. I'll just do a random one. Because none of them are really good. Oh, this one actually ain't that bad. Oh, I keep forgetting I didn't have very much left, energy-wise. Woo! We're getting there. We're almost there. Whew. Again, very sorry. I'm trying not to be on too much. Oh, we're gonna take this. And when I play this, like I said, I could go through like 10, 15 runs, give or take. I don't need you laying on my arm, buddy. I'm sorry, bud. We're going back over there. Ugh. He's always upset whenever I have to boot him. Ooh. go up. Might not be bad to check. Ooh, yes, please. I'm glad I came here. Getting that card is very, or getting that relic is very rare. Oh. Let's see. All right. Whoa. Need to hit. Keep forgetting about that. And I guess another reason why I love drinking coffee is even if I'm like not in a coffee mood, it is a warm beverage. So it's just kind of one of those things that keeps me warm. Ouchie. Ooh, that's no bueno. 36. Yee. This ain't going well. I don't think there's a way to salvage this. Because this guy is gonna, yeah. Just try. Ooh. Because the more you level up, the more you can survive. I think this wasn't the guy that I leveled up first. Oh, obtain a curse? No. Might as well. Not those two, but I'll take that. I got it. I know. But the other two are not good for me. Because then I don't reap the rewards. Oh, we're gonna go this way. Oh. And I do plan on this VOD being on my VODs channel next week. So if any of you guys missed the presentation, obviously you could rewatch. Sorry. Obviously you could rewatch this on Twitch, but if you wanted like it forever immortalized, or in my case, it's reference for, you know, when I do this next time with Ash. Hopefully. If Ash doesn't mind. Um, hopefully, a good reference to do for next year. What's the question marks for, Ash? I don't want to make assumptions. I wasn't like... Ash? I was saying, you know, or for those of us that want to watch this to reference for, like, when we plan next year, that is if Ash would like to continue doing this next year with me as a yearly thing. But I don't want to make assumptions. That's why I thought the question marks was, oh, are you saying you wouldn't? That's fine. Usually when I say, hey Ash, you want to do this? They're like, sure. Usually. Love you, Ash. So I was like half listening. It's okay, and I heard my name. It's okay, we know this. I have to keep you on your toes somehow, Ash. I just thought, you know, me mentioning that would, like, you know, be like, oh yeah, sure. And then I saw a question mark, I was like, oh, did I make an assumption? I'm sorry, I'm trying not to pick on you, but... This is our normal banter. Although at the same time... Why? But yeah, it's just one of those things that, you know, I would like to make it a yearly thing. The problem in the past has been either energy or being like, oh, my Lana, there's so much to do, next year. And then next year comes around and I forget. Or it's something else, and it's just kind of like one or the other. I'm just kind of going random at this point, because I'm like, thinking. What is thinking at this rate? But yeah, like, this will be on YouTube forever, so, like, if you guys want to learn or research, you can. I do know, like, I will probably edit my presentation over the years, and I'll still talk about my story and stuff, because, you know, having someone that has never had it in their family, I think having that story being told is just one of the most rewarding things. Not because it's like... As I'm trying to think of the right word. You know, not because it's like, oh my god, it's a shocker, but, I feel like that type of story is meant to be shared. Especially since, you know, it can happen to anyone. It doesn't have to be because of medical history. It just can happen to anybody. So, be prepared if the presentation changes over the years as we learn more and there's more research being given to it. But it's definitely something I'm hoping will be a yearly thing overall. Yeah. Do I have campfire? You know what? Oh boy. At least we're okay now. Yay. Oh. Never again. I forgotten how hard it was to do it before you unlocked all the characters and had them all max level. Hope it's thinking. Darn. Oh. Goodbye, run. At least I'm slowly leveling up. And the other fun thing about this game is once you've leveled up the characters, unlocked the last one and leveled them up, you can actually get a, Ascension, I think is what it's called, for it as well. And it's just like a lot more elite enemies, a lot less helpful items. And I think that has like the true ending. And it's like this game can go for hours and hours and hours. I think not last night, because I was like, I need to be in bed early for this morning stream after finishing Life is Strange, which right now is a first playthrough for me. I just finished episode 4 last night of Life is Strange 2 and not mentally prepared for the finale on Monday. And then we're starting a new one on Wednesday, and that will be the second to last Life is Strange that we need to do. So after that one, we have Double Exposure, and then once I finish Double Exposure, I'm done until they release another Life is Strange, which I don't think will be for a very long while. Thankfully. A very long while. Because I don't think I could do more emotional damage. No, I don't have any cards to remove. I will say, as someone who's never played it until now, like, I am thoroughly enjoying the experience. It's just, I thought, oh, it's gonna be a fun narrative game. Yeah, there's gonna be conflicts, but it's gonna be fun. And so far, the second one's taken me back to, like, Telltale's, The Walking Dead. And just how much, like, it's giving me those vibes again. And I'm just like, man, that is so much on feelers right now. I've been trying my best not to be, like, spoiling, but I feel like the one thing that I don't like, that I sometimes cheat, is looking up the puzzle solutions. Now, if you've played the game, you know how difficult the puzzles are. Sometimes you just need to look up the solution because you try looking at all the pieces of evidence. You see nothing that indicates it's that answer, and you're just like, How do other people get it? Because I don't get it. Oh, we're gonna take that with us. And yeah, we're just gonna move forward. There we go. Alright, we only have to deal with one of them now. Do I need a rest? No. I need to upgrade my card. Let's do... Because if there's like groups of enemies, it makes it so much quicker. Alright. Let's see if we can get this figured out. Yes. Oh, this is not good. Ouch. Oh. Oh. Let's see here. Alrighty. So I guess we're gonna go with... Actually, it wouldn't be bad to have another of that. Darn it. Oh, I'll take that though. Actually, don't really need that. We just really need... But yeah, a lot of... Hopefully today's events are like, you know, just kind of more chill because like I said, like with hypothyroidism, you know, we try to micromanage stress, we try a lot of things. Oh, actually love that. That wasn't a very helpful card. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, this is helpful because we have this one and this one. Ooh. We're gonna do that. No longer rest, no longer see. Because some relics are good, some are just not really good. Oh, wouldn't be enough. There we go. Actually, that would not be a bad thing to have. Let's see. Oh, I should have waited. That's alright. Woo! Alright, we're gonna grab that. Oof. This is not gonna be fun. Oof. Sorry, doing a quick stretch. Oh. Because I've been prepping for this since last night. I mean, I did sleep, mind you, but I've been prepping for this a lot, especially last night after stream a little bit. And I have not been doing my stretches like I should be. Because that is important to do. Alright, hopefully getting closer. Oh. I only need to play one more card. What do you have? Honestly. Let's see if we can do this. Keep forgetting we start with an extra energy. Oof. Oh, that was it. That was all I could do. Oh, that was quick. Okay, one more time. Oh, there's a campfire. One more time, one more time. Oh, I might have messed myself up. At least I leveled up. I know. Good job, Jess. uh, I promise. I do better at gaming than this. I just brain not braining. Hopefully later on I'll be more awake. Let's see. Obtain a random common relic. Ooh, that's actually very useful. Because it'll allow you to carry more potions. That's actually a really good way to start off. Only one more round. And because of my relic, I automatically heal what I lost, so it's really good overall. Let's see. Outside. Oh, I should have added a defense on that one. That was on me. Let's see. Sorry, I'm also trying to be mindful of time. Because I don't want to be, like, really into something and then I'm like, oh no, the time! Because I have done really long streams, even when I probably shouldn't have, but have done really long streams. The longest I think I've ever done, was like 28 hours for my 28th birthday. And I was awake that entire time. I did not nap. I did not nap at all. And I was so ready for it to be over with. Trying to survive playing random games, multiplayer games, and I think I crashed at some point. So I can lose track of time. But I try not to. I try to be mindful. I know I can get really lost in an adventure or two, and everybody that knows me, I just keep going sometimes, and I'm just like, I am having so much fun with this. I don't want it to end, and I know it eventually has to end at some point. But it's just always so hard with a good game, or any good event, really, for it to ever end. Let's see, so there's that. We're gonna do that. And if you guys are, again, enjoying the channel, you don't have to follow or not. Or you don't have to follow unless you want to. I usually do stuff like this, Monday through Friday, kind of. It really depends also, if me and Ash can collaborate. Because we usually collaborate on Thursday evenings around 6:30 my time, which is like 7:30 Eastern time. and we have been doing a variety of things. We've attempted Baldur's Gate 3, but that is still having issues, unfortunately. A lot of us have joked that, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 is cursed, modded wise, so there's that. But we've been playing an older game that I've been wanting to play for a while. I played it when it was like really big and it came out on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, like everywhere, and it was very popular, but its popularity has kind of died down. It's exclusively now only a console game, and PC, I think there's like specialized servers for it. But we've been playing Terra sometimes, or you know, Phasmophobia, other like special event stuff. We normally do that. Thursday evenings. Mondays and Tuesdays are my normal adventures, but right now Mondays and Wednesdays, because Wednesdays is my retro game Wednesday where I play like a retro game. But my Mondays and Wednesdays right now, I'm trying to finish up a Streamversary reward from last year. Still am working slowly through those. But I am working on trying to finish the Life is Strange series because that's what my community voted for the Streamathon Streamversary reward, which I've been told never to do another Streamathon ever again. I'm prohibited, banned from doing that again by one of my head mods. So until we get more moderators here that are active, I'm prohibited from doing another streamathon. Sorry, guys. I got in trouble. I'm watching you. See, I'll get in trouble with my mods if I do it again without having more mods. Active mods. So, if you guys really want that to return, we need more active people. That's the only way my head mods will agree to it again. Unless, they say otherwise, so... what am I doing? Oh, No, unless... Why no unless? No, I I think I still traumatized by head mods and mods because I made the decision to do uncapped. I might have gotten over 200 subs during that event, which is why I'm slowly still working through all the rewards. And that event lasted like 2 months. And I have not been forgiven for it yet. I just had to mention the words uncapped and I get a moderator in here. Watching you crazy lady. I know. I do really crazy things, but you know, that's what makes me fun, guys. Like, you guys have fun when I do crazy things. Right? We gotta give Mew a treat for dealing with me. I see how it is. A treat for him. Hey, bud. I know it's early in the day. How do you feel about having a treat? Specifically a catnip treat. Just being a lazy lady. I know, my model's all over the place. I'm assuming I also got a treat tonight. Which, like I said, I always like to have snacks just in case. Because, with hypothyroidism, sometimes it's not always easy for me to, like, if I'm doing, like, a morning stream. depending on when I wake up. It's not always easy for me to be just like, oh yeah, I can eat food and then stream. Sometimes I have to wait an hour, and I'm like, if like it's a time sensitive thing, like today, like I just stream and then I snack. Oh, I know. Your captions. I know. My captions are trying to get me banned. Hang on, let me get your thing open first, you hooligan. Yes, I sometimes call Mew that because he likes to. No, I'm not trying to give you your treat. Hey, sir. Sir. Off the desk. Mew has been very treat deprived, and he missed that during the month and a half we took off. He says, thank you for the treat. Hey, you dropped a piece right here. Psst, psst. Use your nose. You can take smaller bites and not. He says thank you for the treat. Now go be catnip kitty for a little while. Oh, here you go. And for my snack, I got some fruit snacks. I usually go between crackers, fruit snacks, think fruit roll-ups. A lot of easy snacks. Not anything that would prohibit gaming for a bit or needing to take a break, usually. Unless, you guys want me to try, like, black licorice soda, which I've done that before. I still have the bottle. And I'm talking about those really gross sodas. And I'm very picky about what it will be because of my ADHD with autistic characteristics. It's very picky. But maybe I'll consider, maybe. Maybe. It depends on if we get to 2,000 within 3 days. Maybe I'll consider a gross soda. Maybe. It would get to 2,000 within 3 days. Or by the time Ash ends on Saturday. But, yeah, basically, Mia was just all sad in, December because he was like, Mom, where's the treats? And I'm like, dude, we don't have any. You haven't been good. And it's not time. And he's like, but mother, treats. Ads will be starting in about 5 minutes. Ooh. Whew. That was Ooh, I like this card better than the other two because you can upgrade it and then it's like unlimited double strength in a sense. We'll go to the higher one. Usually the longer you wait, you can build up your gold. Alright. Bye-bye. Jeez, Louise, really? Alrighty. We have about almost 45 minutes left. So I am checking occasionally to make sure the next time slot is live. Just in case they go live early or whatever the case may be. Alright, so blessing. I never get this one because even though you can escape from a non-boss combat, you don't get any of the rewards. Otherwise, I would take it if I got to keep my rewards. Because if, like, say you got rid of one enemy, but you didn't get rid of the other one, it just doesn't seem fair, you know? Oh. Was the treat really good? Are we gonna get zoomies later? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Actually, we're gonna use this. Woo! Good thing we can increase our strength. I already got to the other card, so doing that one won't be bad. Oof. Oh no! It's fine. Everything's fine. Ew. There we go. This one ain't actually bad. There we go. Alright. Sorry. Just keeping an eye on things. There we go. Oof. I don't need to really. Darn it. I really wanted that. Ugh, like that artifact all the time. That's fine. I like that card. Definitely don't like that card. Next. We're gonna save our money. There we go. Woohoo! I'm just hoping I get this card so I can get some extra money. Oof, welcome back from the ads, everyone. Oop. I don't know why my face looked like that, but I promise it shouldn't have. Do-do-do. Alright. No, not what I wanted. Oh, I'm smart. Alright. Whew! That was super close. we go. That's what we're talking about. You don't take my money. It's rude. Again, I always upgrade this card because then it's infinite double strength usage. That is. Haha. Woohoo! Man, this guy's not catching a break. Oh, I'm gonna be brutal. 54 strength, over 100 damage. Nothing could go wrong with that. Oh, we're skipping all of those. Ooh. We'll do a couple encounters before we go to the shop. Oh, I'm gonna lose some money. Oh. Oof. Let's see. Woo! Got through that pretty quick. Alright, what do you have? I'm gonna go with this one. I need it. I'm just gonna grab those while I'm at it. Here you go. Oh. If they were attacking me, it would have showed like a red sword, but it's something else. You stop. There we go. Darn. Why are we laying on my arm? I think after this round, though, there is a chance, depending on how long this one will take. I'm just gonna do this to cautious. Ooh. That. Whew. Come on, we're so close. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna skip that card because none of them were really good. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. We're gonna heal. Ooh, good. This might be. Oh, it's so close to being over. Um, oh, I didn't even pay attention. I am smart. I was like, oh, I'm attacking this guy. And then I was like, wait, why is he not being attacked? That would be why. Grr. Give me back my card. Alright. Ooh, that's gonna be a really bad hit. At least I'm mitigating half of it. I was really hoping a card, any card. I should have played that card first. Oh, I made it. But. That is called hanging on by a thread. Alright. Ooh, doubling the effectiveness would be nice. But this is actually gonna be. This is gonna be very useful. Alright. Bye bye. Alright. Oh, I have one more energy, so. Whoops. we go. Now, ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Still doesn't look nice. Oh, that would be fine. Oh, darn it. Well, I couldn't have played it either way. Ooh, oh, it gave me another one. I was like, man, that was my only one. And I was like, nope, that ain't gonna be your only one. That is your only one now. Just in case I need it later on. Alright. Another treat for Mew Mew. Alright, let me get through this and I will treat him. Although this might be a little bit of a tricky situation I got. Woo! We got it. Nope. I don't want that relic. That stinks. Whew! Alright. Now I gotta do this. Alright. Let me just triple check something. Alright. I will grab Mew another treat. It won't be a her pops because even though he loves those, he doesn't need too much catnip treats. Yeah, you are getting another treat because someone thinks you deserve one. Can we get down? A little out of the way. Can't give you a treat if you're in my way, sir. your dental this morning. Please be careful. Think you're invincible, but you're not. Come here. Come here. Come on. You're gonna seriously make me do it? Well, be careful. Goofy. Sit. I forgot to make him do this last time, so he might be like, oh, I don't sit anymore. Sit. Sit. Good boy. I haven't dropped it. Teddy thinks you deserve this treat, Mew. Don't chomp my hand off. He says, thank you, Teddy. But I think that's gonna be our last one. I just need to check and see if the next person after me is live yet. So I'm just checking really quick just to make sure. Really quick. But yeah, I think. Oh, okay. I was like, Chaos Gremlin time. No, it's not Chaos Gremlin time. It's okay. I just was like, okay, just checking in the server because I know some people like to like. But holy canoodles, I've been yapping away. So I was like, everything okay? I saw them check in earlier. And yeah, I've been just kind of lurking. But while we're at it, I'm just also gonna check to see how much has been raised so far. And for those of you that are in the event, make sure to join the team. Because it's important, especially to create your campaign. So far we've gotten $50 from one donor. Thank you, mysterious donor. Because I don't say names on stream. But thank you, mysterious donor, for donating $50 to the American Thyroid Association. It's very much appreciated. Again, I'm just gonna say it because like I said, it's getting close to time and there's more people. If you guys want to spread the word that if we get to 2,000 in 3 days, 2,000, yes, I will attempt to get a gross soda as a reward for getting to 2,000. That's the only incentive I'll give as co-host is one gross soda. And again, I will be doing it for the month of January. So like, even if we don't get it in 3 days, I'm gonna be raising money for it still till the end of the month. So that is my personal link if you guys want to donate directly to it. You do not have to. You're more than welcome to share with friends. I know that's all on me, Ash. I've done it before. I think the worst I've had, then again, I think it was maybe one soda. I've done it. You go, sir. You're not getting any more. You give him 2 treats and he thinks that he owns the treat industry and deserves it whenever he wants it. That's not how it works. It really isn't. But yeah, if we get to 2,000 within 3 days, I will get a gross soda. Mountain Dew mixed with... No. No, I will not do Pepsi mixed with milk. I will not do Mountain Dew mixed with milk. That is absolute no. Having the weird sodas already upset my stomach enough that I didn't finish the soda. I still tried it. Like, the black licorice one was really weird. Like, it didn't taste bad, but it's just, like, the fizzing from the soda. Yeah, baking soda is a thing. It's considered a gross soda. But I'll have to look at the flavors again because it's been a while. I know, a couple other flavors that I was, like, looking at were, like, coffee flavored soda. I'll have a gross soda with you, Jess. Okay. Are we gonna get the same one, Teddy? Is that what we're gonna do? We'll both have the same gross soda together? So, if we get to 2,000... Nah, different ones. Okay. If we get to 2,000, me and Teddy will drink a gross soda. I will allow you guys to vote on which one. And then I'll order it and make sure there's a little video update regarding that. I mean, I'll do it on stream too. I mean, it'll be the one rare time I probably use my webcam again. But with that said, I'm gonna just do my outro spiel because usually that takes about 10 minutes, so I am gonna go ahead and do that. And even showcase the charity with how, like I said, with how much we've raised so far. So that's it. Oh wait, hang on. All right. And I'm just making sure there's, like, no sensitive information being shown. So let's go to the raid out scene. Alrighty. First and foremost, like I said, thank you to the one donor so far that we've had for $50. It is very, very much appreciated. Again, we have many campaigns and it won't show usernames. It will only show the campaign. So, or fundraiser, sorry. They call it fundraiser on Mighty Cause, not campaign. But each individual fundraiser that's what the leaderboard is showing because I couldn't get rid of it. But we are going to be rating out to Pyronic. They are currently just starting. Let me do the raid out. Also, thank you guys, whether you were lurking, whether you were saying hello, or just being, oh, I almost spelt it wrong. That would have been awkward. Giving biddies, donating directly to the charity, whether you were like, oh, I didn't know about that, and stuff like that. It, like I said, it is very much appreciated. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to my mods for helping out. Thank you to everybody who's participating, or has signed up for multiple slots. Again, I will be lurking as much as I can, but we are going to be raiding over to them. I'm very excited to see what they have planned, and then the rest of the schedule, like I said, there will be some individuals that I didn't share individual banner wise. There will be some individuals that I have that you will see. But let's show them the hype of this raid train and keep it going. Excuse me. Remember raid out etiquette. This is always something I do with my stream just because it's very important and I like to make a good impression, especially with people I've never raided before. Be respectful to the streamer and their community. Please follow their channel rules. Live by Wheaton's Law, aka don't be a jerk. Avoid self-promotion, and remember, you don't just represent yourself, you represent my community, Ash's community, Ari's community, or whoever's community you're from. So please do so with kindness and let's spread the good vibes. Again, I will be live with my normal stream tomorrow. Like Fridays are also my normal days. Thursdays are tentative depending on if we do a collab or not. But Fridays are usually my scary horror game days, so and I will be playing continued lethal run of Dark Pictures anthologies. That's normally like I said, what we do on Fridays is scary games because everybody loves it when I get scared. Except for me. I just endure being scared because I'm a huge scared kid. Um at it should be popping up the messages for the raid train. There are 2 of them. Choose whichever one you prefer. As that is what we're using for today's stream. Unless it is just being weird today. Or I forgot to do it. One or the other, you know, it's bound to happen. Oop, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to check something out. This is it. Nope, it's not. Will you stop? Alright, so I don't know why it's not doing it, but it's okay, because today is... Okay, I'm gonna just do option 1. Option 2, because it should do it automatically. Gotta love mix it up. But yeah, those are the 2 potential raid messages. Again, please be respectful. Please follow the raid etiquette. It's something that I think should be common courtesy, common respect overall. Again, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being such good individuals. Please show this kind, loving, amazing energy to Pyronic. And hopefully, I will see you all tomorrow. Again, I will be raiding out to whoever's on the raid train at the time I end my stream tomorrow. So please make sure to keep supporting the individuals on the raid train. And again, my amazing, wonderful co-host will be ending the event. Again, I can't wait to see what you all come up with. As always, as I like to say for my normal streams, take care, be safe, and until the next adventure, everyone.
Raise your eyes, see the realms in night. Stories of magic fade with twilight. The fire glows warmly, the doors stand wide. Every adventure lives on inside.